Okay. We got here. Here we must befriend, encourage those experts. Make them our friends, or whatever. Or meet them, go out there, meet them, see what they're like, see what they can do, who are fully qualified and produce the results we desire, create the resources, and then on-sell them, etc. And be rewarded as deserving as an inspiration, drive, and motivation to other members on various levels of the community. All should be one, regarded as one, and treated as one. Okay. But first, a new mindset. A renewed mindset must be recreated, inherited, and put into action, and seen visually by all, and felt like physically. They've got to be recognised, right? That they're the real deal, and recognised as a working, reliable ideal, delivering resources by working to create much needed resources and then on-selling them, teaching people to on-sell them or trade them with other members of the community. Okay, with the inner, trading with the outer, and the outer with the inner. Okay, it's all about helping other people, regardless of whether you're in the inner or the outer. Okay, but we're just wary of those on the outside. Okay, because they have their certain ideals that they cling to, that they won't let go, even though we prove to them they may be decadent or cause dissension, segregation, and so forth, separation, division. People of the new government, new community, must want to help those within the inner court and the outer court who wholeheartedly want to be living in peace, united with members of the inner court. Okay, so we still extend that hand, charity, being their hope, etc. Right? Being friendly to them, compassionate, kind, whatever. Okay. If all experts qualified who can deliver what they are expert in, and this is seen, proven by results, resources created by them, through them, then we all welcome them. While we're looking at unemployment benefits, they keep people pre-chained. Keep people chained to reliance on an existing government and reliant on those payments. They're chained to them. One needs to break free from those chains, get up and work for their betterment and survival. Then they can help others survive, right? Okay, so you're passing it forward instead of being lazy and relying on that system. All right. Okay, it does help a lot of people really in need. They're stuck. Okay, you can understand that, been through that. But you become reliant on it, you become lazy, you become idle, you don't want to do anything, you just wait every week for that welfare payment, don't you? Okay. Unemployment benefits can be helpful for people in dire needs, but there must be a better way to succeed without those, by inspiring, encouraging people to use their intelligence and find a method and apply it for their betterment, because that's what we're all about, is the betterment of all. Get them out of dire straits or bad predicaments. Find a way to get them out of that. Teach them how to create resources and then on-sell them, how to be self-sufficient, self-independent, non-dependent, self-productive, self-effective, all the selves, right? Self-producing. So, all those things that parents were taught by their parents, but people no longer do. It's all, let's get it from the supermarket, right? Okay, that's dried fruits, dried foods, organic foods. You go them yourself, all natural, no pesticides. Dried meats, frozen meats, etc. So if anything bad goes down, at least you've got a good supply of edible foods, right? Because if your power goes off, or the power grids blow up or whatever, and all your meat goes rotten, you know what to do. You know how to survive. Okay, you're not reliant on the government handouts, and then find out that they run out. Well, they just can't help you. Well, they were never really designed to help you, right? You're on your own. Okay, and you struggle. Screening selection is a process to be applied. It does not involve any bias, racism, etc. It must not contain these. People within the new government and existing government will still have to pay taxes to an existing government structure because it's already set there, right? And that's how it is. They are living under as the new government and new community will have to. It seems unavoidable, useless, unless all are registered tax-free. You don't have to pay tax. You have to do some fantastic deed, I suppose, to become tax-free. Okay? Well, you can probably do things and then write out one of those 50C33Es or whatever they're called to show that you're not a money-making organisation, right? You're or a corporation, but yeah, there's ways around it. Okay, trade, swapping for the same value, and so forth. Okay, you have to pay tax in a normal structured government, which helps build roads, etc. Drugs, substances will not be tolerated unless they're like medical, right? Okay, alcohol will not be tolerated. Okay, that does cause problems, as history has proven, right? Cannabis, etc., would only be tolerated if proven it is beneficial to health. Yeah, like some recipes, they've got hemp or something like that. Okay, that's possibly exceptional, you know what I mean? Okay, but yeah, deliberately bringing it in to the inner court and selling it and all that sort of stuff, it's a no-no, because it has its problems of its own. We're trying to keep people in reality, not in a fantasy world, right? As we've seen a lot of people on that substance, on that drug, they got these vast imaginations, going to do this, going to do that, oh, I'm going to make $800 a week, and they never do. Yeah. And they come up with more fantasies, oh, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, oh, I'm going to make $1 million next week, and they never do. There's a lot of them out there like that. Yeah, because it's usually and illegally abused and can cause problems within family relationships, causing people to live in fantasy land rather than reality, live in illusions and imaginations, as we mentioned. Okay, and there's another one which is prohibited, as is religion, as proven causes decadence and over the centuries, and the other division, separation, arguments, etc. Look at your current society, social structure to determine their fruits, results, and the effects, consequences on many people. Possibly part of a decline in the Western civilization. These two idealisms, these two practices. Okay, we can bring you the proof and the evidence of that. Okay. For this video sake, we're not going to name them. You can take a pot shot guess at them. Okay, and you can add your comments, come at us with it. Oh, you're hinting at this and this, blah blah blah, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, possibly provide you with the evidence, okay, the proofs, the established facts that these two idealisms do cause people problems. Okay, we're not anti or atheist. Okay, we don't really like, well, we can tolerate atheists and all that sort of stuff, but you know, they're muppets, they're trolls that are attached to it, just hell-bent on downtrodden somebody. Is not what we can stand or tolerate. Okay, yeah, I mean, you have the inner court, right, that unified community, right, and then you have the outer court where all that sort of thing can be practiced but not brought into that inner court, right? Okay. When discussing these two topics, stress. Okay. When discussing those two topics, those two ideals, we stress the people that we meet. We can tolerate it, but would rather it not. It, if one needs to practice it, be practiced outside of the inner court or the new government and the new community. Right. Members of the inner community or inner court will have ID that proves that they are trusted, reliable members of the inner court or of the outer court, right? Well, if you don't have it, I guess that proves that you're of the outer court, right? But it's best to Probably have both. Right, still working on that one, right? Yeah, because it has to be like a secure thing, because some other people are devious, and they'll make something to try and fool people to get into that thing, and then probably cause problems. Spies or Judases. Because there's always someone being sent into these kind of things, right? We don't mind if people come and say, "Oh, you're a cult," and all this sort of stuff, and they come in and try to prove it, right? They'll leave, hopefully leave. Well, I guarantee they'll leave saying, "Well, no, it's not a cult." Okay. This must be put into effect in order for our community to grow in betterment, ideals, etc., reduce criminal minds, criminal activities, and eradicate criminal acts and acts of decadence, etc. Right? So you'd know who these members of the inner court were with this ID system, because they've been put through that periodic test, that daily or weekly lie detector test, right? That they can't defeat, right? And they'll be certified. There'll be a certification or something like that. We're still working at it. It's still ideas, right? We're not saying it's set in gold yet. It's just we're just running ideas, seeing how people will react. Okay, resources. Okay, got to find the resources, the data, the information, etc., etc. Going by these notes here. Heed wisdom. Cover yourself in wisdoms. Be teachable, educatable, or re-educatable, so you can develop and grow and succeed. One's mind must be made anew, renewed, rewired, not brainwashed. Okay, you're able to think for yourself, express yourself, right? Have your opinions and your views and express them without having to be laughed at, unless it's humorous. Okay, be jeered at, told you're an idiot, you're of the devil, all that sort of stuff, right? No racism, none of that stuff, right? You got the right to view your opinion, the freedom to do that, the freedom of speech, etc., right? Okay. One's mind must be made anew, renewed, rewired, because all that existing government, since I don't know, say 1 to 7 and onwards, you have all this information you see visually, you hear audibly, and it sits in the back of your mind, like life problems, problems caused through your growing up, right, by your environment, you have issues, etc., right, and they're stored in the back of your subconscious mind, and you might hit the alcohols or the drugs, and it brings back those memories, right, and then you cause problems to the your family relationships, the innocent children, all that sort of stuff, right? So okay. It's just being like in the Aramaic New Testament, where it states one must be born from the head. In the Aramaic, it's an idiom. It's referring to have a renewed mindset, being born from above, led by the Spirit, filled by that Spirit, the Holy Spirit, led by that Spirit, taught by it, right, guided by it, and becoming Christ-like. That's basically the same sort of concept, that you need a renewed mindset, a rewired. So, because your major problem is habits. Okay, habits once formed can soon become one's addiction. Okay, right. Habits are a problem, so you've got to replace those bad habits if you want to succeed and grow, etc., with better habits, right? More beneficial habits. So you're not plagued by these addictions, etc. Okay. A renewed mindset, a mindset made anew, reprogrammed, and rewired, as this will help one stay focused and determined. Practice. If the founder of this new government, new community, practices all, and it is all seen, felt, witnessed, verbally, visually, audibly, physically, spiritually even, then he is a perfect role model to duplicate. But he's got to be doing it, right? to be seen, heard, felt that he's actually doing it, that he's not lying and all that sort of stuff. So he too is regular on those daily or weekly or monthly lie detector tests, okay, because he knows that it actually works, okay, and he'd like to find somebody that could fool it, okay, go with this person and go, right, try to fool it, and watch them squirm, because they can't. They might boast 20 miles from this video and say, oh yeah, I can beat that, but at the end of the day, take you there, right? We'll get someone to take you there, put you through it, and then show us proof, real proof, certified by the people that operate that detector test, right? They'll probably want some sort of donation. I still got to go figure that one out, go to these certain places and ask about that. They may laugh at me and say, oh no, we're not going to do that for you. But I'm pretty sure a bit of green, bit of coin thrown their way, they'll say, oh yeah, okay, bit of charity there. You don't have to be part of that organisation. I would advise against it, okay. From personal experience over the years as a member of it, I'd be friendly and all that to them. Maybe look at some of their literature, but I wouldn't be suckered or conned into becoming a full member. Okay, the basic foundation stages are pretty cool, but it's when you get up to the higher levels, and then it costs you more, and then there's more pressure from other people's experiences, recorded on video, etc., of them being high members in the higher levels, right? Okay. So the founder must become the perfect role model for the new government and new community. As a head of them, he must have the 3 advisors as his top advisors, and they must continually prove reliable, loyal, and honest in order to receive deserving rewards, okay, or endure consequences punishable for 100% totally fair justice system, right? Panel of 6 to 12. It's just it's like when you go to court, you got the panel of 12 or the jury, right? Who decide the final outcome. What's that punishment deserving for them breaking the policies, etc. Okay. And the results of that particular member or members. What happens to them? Do they get ousted? Do they get forgiven? And they sit on the outer court, okay, until they rectify themselves, and then they're reintroduced into the inner court again, okay, etc. All must be encouraged, inspired to work and create resources. Individuals and invalids, etc., unable to help themselves are assisted, helped. They may already have services helping them, assisting them through that old existing government or the old community. That's great. We can help them when and where needed. So that's basically just notes that I've been working on. Okay, got to refine them. Okay. And then talk to different people to see if they like it or hate it, right? So if that's you like it, you really like this idea, you can please subscribe to our channel, give us your views on it, keep it mature, I'm not going to tolerate immature silliness or trolls or whatever, right? Okay, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, set that notification bell, give us a like if you like it, and then go tell your friends, hey, this could be an answer to the problems within our community. Okay, let's watch this guy, see how he develops it more, and see if it actually works, see what he does with it. Okay, all thanks to Dr. Ali Muhammad for that idea. Okay, all credit due where credit is due. So I'm not acknowledging him because I believe that was his idea. I don't know if he's actually succeeded in it. Kudos if he has. I just haven't seen any video evidence. yeah, so this is the Ministry of the Real Truth with that idea, borrowed from him, working on it, developing it, because it's a freaking good idea. Okay, there is a lot of problems today, right, and trying to find solutions.